I want you to imagine something with me. It's a Friday night. You're out trying to hang out with your friends, but you just can't be present. Or maybe you're at home trying to relax with your family. But in either of these situations, you've got this ever-looming monster that you've accepted as part of your journey as a wedding filmmaker. And that monster is your backlog. You tell yourself that you're going to get to it. You even believe it when you say it. But let's be honest, you never get around to doing it, at least not in the same time frame that you told yourself you would. Be honest. How many times have you sat down to edit at the beginning of a day, at the start of a work week on a Monday morning, and said something like, I'm going to get X amount done during today? And then you end up getting maybe 25% of it done. We are easily distracted in this day and age, especially when we're wearing so many hats with our business. I mean, no wonder we build up so much backlog. No wonder it takes us weeks to edit one single wedding film. No wonder we can't hang out on a Friday night and actually enjoy our lives, these lives that we've actually intentionally carved out for ourselves as entrepreneurs. So what do most people do? They outsource their films. And hey, I'm not here necessarily to bash outsourcing. If that's what's right for you, then by all means do it. But I think there's another solution, one that nobody's really talking about. A solution somewhere in the middle of spending weeks on just one wedding film or outsourcing. Because the way I see it, here's the truth. 99% of the people who outsource, even if they can afford it, they end up dissatisfied with the quality of the film. It doesn't represent their brand the way that they hoped it would. The quality of the film just wasn't what they advertised. And I think that matters because your filmmaking is only as strong as your edit. Your brand as a wedding filmmaker is only as strong as the edit you get back and advertise. You know the power of editing. So when you outsource and it comes back a little off, a little watered down, a little off brand, you notice it and you feel it. And now you've spent thousands of dollars just to get your time back, but you've got less money in your pocket and a product that feels like a diluted version of yourself and your brand. And if you're okay with that, with less profit, less quality, and less brand identity, then that's fine. Don't worry about the rest of this video. But if you want your freedom back, if you want to hang out on Friday nights, if you want to retain all of your profits from your weddings, see your friends, be with your family, go on vacation, and not feel guilty about it, there's a better solution. And that solution is this: you taking control of your backlog in an efficient, streamlined manner like you've never done before. And that's why I created something called the Backlog Buster. And sure, yes, I think investing in the Backlog Buster would absolutely change the game for you. But maybe all you need is a slap in the face from this video of me saying, hey, do the work, just do it, and do it efficiently. Stop taking so much time between things, days picking music, hours fumbling over the same 10-second portion of a film. You need to be a business owner, you need to be smart, and you need to move forward. Maybe you just need a kick in the butt. Or maybe you really want to double down on eliminating the thing that is sucking the life out of your business, your creativity, and your actual life. And again, that's your backlog. And if you're not interested in what the Backlog Buster has to provide, but you'd rather have a little backlog cheat sheet to get you jump started with clearing your backlog, click the link in the description of this video and I'll send you over something that is sure to help you if you want it to. Now, the Backlog Buster isn't really a course, and it's definitely not just an editing course. It's much more than that. It's about shifting your ideology on editing and backlog and giving you systems and mindsets to actually make your backlog go away. This is about busting through the myths you've been carrying around that the industry has told you, the lies about editing, the perfectionism, the blocks, all that stuff that keeps you stuck. This is about breaking through those walls and finally getting your films done in a reasonable amount of time. Like, I'm talking days to get a wedding film done, maybe even one day, not weeks. I remember a couple of years ago standing up at a wedding filmmaker retreat, and I told everybody there, this year I shot 24 weddings, and I kind of like blushed when I was saying it. And I said, I still have 19 of them in my queue back home that need to be edited. After kind of revealing that to the world, when I came home, I knew if I wanted to move on and do other things in my business, I had to clear the slate once and for all. And so after that retreat, I made a plan. I listed out every single wedding that I had left, and I told myself, Stanton, you're going to finish all of them in 6 weeks, all 19 of them, and you're going to give your best to each one of your clients for the films that you have left to edit. From late November to mid-January, that's exactly what I did. 19 wedding films delivered in 6 weeks. I got my life back. I could finally focus on new things. I didn't have to outsource. I saved my money, and I also kept my brand strong. I just buckled down and did it. And in the meantime, I developed systems and processes for getting through it all along the way. Now, let me answer why I didn't make this free. Why isn't this just a YouTube playlist? Stanton, why are you gatekeeping information? I deserve to know everything because this is YouTube. Well, because A, I've spent a lot of time refining this thing, 2 years. It's helped a lot of people too. And B, I've learned something in life, and maybe you have too. When you financially back something, when you invest in yourself, you're making a choice. You're saying, I'm in, I'm committed. I'm going to finally commit to doing this thing. And in the case of backlog, I'm going to finally commit to finishing my films. Typically, you're financially investing over $1,000 into just one wedding film for outsourcing. But what if you flipped the script and invested less than half of that just one time in order to finally get through your backlog? Because to me, that's a no-brainer. No matter when you're watching this, no matter what time of year, your backlog is hurting your creativity. It's stalling your momentum. Odds are you care more than anyone else ever will about your films. You know that. And just so you know, those 19 films that I edited during that 6-week stretch, my clients loved their film, every single one. So I know that this works. I've got a system for you that'll help you edit faster. I've got the myth-busting mindset shifts that'll finally break you out of your slump, and I've got the foundation you need to actually follow through. When you join the Backlog Buster, you get 4 clear-to-the-point videos, walkthrough examples of how I edit, downloadable editing timelines for Premiere, DaVinci, and Final Cut that have actual wedding film templates laid out to speed things up for you, a huge list of my go-to songs, and arguably most importantly, accountability. If you post in our Backlog Buster Facebook group, if you message me, if you say, I will get my backlog done by this date, we've got people in there, including myself, that will hold you to it. Sometimes that's all it takes. You put a little money down, you take it seriously, and you have someone there to keep you honest. That's how things finally get done. And again, if you're not ready to invest and want a free summary of the ideas in this video and perhaps a little sneak peek into the Backlog Buster and some of its principles, click the link in the description and I'll send you over an email with a little something in the meantime. Wherever you are in your wedding videographer journey, I hope that this video resonated with you and at least pushed you to be more sure about the decisions you're making with your life during being a wedding videographer. If you choose to outsource, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, not just because you're lazy. You can still get your time back. You just need to put the work in. You can save your money, keep your brand identity by powering through and giving each of those films your all in a consolidated way with a streamlined approach through the Backlog Buster. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you sometime soon.